Dave Brown right along ringside. We got another good one lined up, Dave. Boy, we got a couple of big tag matches coming up.
Oh, we do. They're talking about a 6-man tag match and an 8-man tag team match, both on the program today. And also, we've got a couple of regular tag team matches. Rock and Roll RPMs will be involved in one of those. We will also have Goliath and Downtown Bruno in here. Jerry the King Lawler will be here, too. Much, much more coming up.
By golly, I'll tell you what, it has all the makings of a doggone good one. And we're going to take time out now because we got to get it all in. Be back in just a moment. Okay, we're going to bring out here right now. There she comes. Good. Emily Arthur. You may have seen her for the first time last week. We did. Emily, hi, and welcome back in a little different circumstances. You were selected right out of the crowd here last week to join the Memphis Vice in a match in there. We found out you were a computer operator. I want to know, you had your first professional match in there. Were you nervous about it?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Not nervous being against Downtown Bruno so much, but being in front of all the people, knowing that those big two goons were in the corner over there, and knowing they might get their hands on me, you know.
Had to make you nervous in the crowd and a few
things
like
that.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Well, you had the opportunity at least to get your hands on part of Downtown Bruno.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like? Tell me what it was kind of like.
Well, Lance, I hate to get out here and talk, you know, about someone in front of all these people, but actually, he's the poorest excuse of a man that I've ever seen. I mean, you know.
Tell it like it is.
Absolutely. And Jerry and Lou, you know, they convinced me everything would be all right. They would take care of me, and I was assured when I went in the ring.
Well, the situation was such that you really didn't quite get to battle Bruno the way that you thought you were going to.
Right.
You told me that after the match.
No, when we tagged up, the guy would scurry to the corner just like that. I mean, I barely had my hands on him before, you know, he was at his corner.
Yeah.
So it was interesting, needless to say.
Hey, Emily, you better no, honey, just take off. We'll talk to you later.
Right. That's right. Get on Bill Street and make your money. That's right.
You are coming up in here.
Hey. I want to tell you something. Boy, I made a fool out of her. Boy, did I make a fool out of her. Hey, Lance Russell, I'm a little bit perturbed at you, brother. What is the point of having some broad out of the audience out here during my interview time? I want to say something. 7 years. 7 years, baby. 7 years in this business. I started off setting up rings, refereeing, bleeding, suffering, working hard, baby. Took me a long time to get here. You got some broad out of the audience taking up my interview time after 7 years? You think I like that? Hey, it's wrestling time today, baby. It's wrestling time. Downtown Bruno, wrestler extraordinaire, manager extraordinaire, good-looking guy, too, brother. Oh, yeah, baby. she ought to be down making babies, making breakfast, whatever, dinner, lunch, the whole bit. You know what I'm saying? You told her, you hear what I told her to go, don't you? Hey, who we got today? It's gonna be easy, brother.
It's gonna be easy. Well, you make it sound like in your encounter with her, you destroyed her. And I think the folks would say a little bit otherwise.
Well, big deal what the folks say. Big deal. Oh, wait, okay, here you go. Here comes the...
Time for you and Goliath to head to the ring. We are going to see you in action today. What is this?
What do you mean, what's this? This is my fine
King
uptown
Jerry
clothes.
Lawler, what is
Hey, this is my fine uptown clothes, brother. You know, Brooks Brothers, you know, Woolworths, whatever. Hey, first of all, that's right. These are my wrestling clothes, because why? Hey, I won't even get these uptown clothes wrinkled, brother. I don't even have to get them wrinkled.
Well, that's kind of smart remark on there.
What's that say? Is a punk. King Jerry. Wait. Hold on. What's this say, brother? Read that to the people.
Lawler, watch your step.
Yeah, baby. Now, they better watch their step, too, because here comes Downtown Bruno. Hey,
you better watch it. That shirt may be torn right off of you.
Oh, hey. This shirt isn't going to be torn off me. It's not going to be touched. It's not going to be wrinkled. And if any of these goofballs here, these Rebel Hillbilly Hicks, want one of these, they're going to be on sale pretty soon. $49.95. Downtown Bruno, Jordache, whatever.
That sounds
Would you
smart.
mind holding this for me while I go up there? And I'll get it in a little while.
Right, you're going to go up there and hide behind Big
you want to
Goliath.
put this in your mouth?
No, come on, Bruno. Get out of here. Downtown Bruno, let's go to the ring. We're ready for it.
Goliath and Downtown Bruno up on the ring apron. Already in the ring, it's John Paul from Minneapolis, Minnesota. His partner from Tupelo, Mississippi, Dennis Upton. They weigh in at a total 438 pounds. Goliath and Bruno Weigh in at about, well, let's see. Goliath weighs in at 417 is the last weight I heard Bruno give on him. 414 officially he's listed. And Bruno weigh in at what, 130?
Yeah, I think he told me, he says, that's 143 pounds.
143.
Baloney, you know it. Yeah.
Goliath and Bruno both out of downtown Pittsburgh. John Paul, the Minnesotan.
Bruno is in this match. He's not even dressed to wrestle. He's got that T-shirt on. On one side it says Lawler, watch your step. On the other side it says King Jerry the King Lawler is a punk. Look at that Goliath. Woo. Upton, down hard.
I don't think there's any doubt that Bruno has no intentions of getting in the ring. He intends for Goliath to stay in there the whole way.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Big chokehold.
That's the way we do our Fortune K Boulevard, baby.
I believe that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. Go on, lay him in, Goliath. Hey, man.
Upton trying to fight back, but he's hammered down to the mat by the big forearm of Goliath. Ooh. Hard into the turnbuckle.
Oh, I mean, really right to the turnbuckles. Goliath drags him out of the corner. Ooh. Upton trying to battle his way back. Over in the corner where Bruno is, who hooks him from behind. The referee saying, break it up, break it up. Here comes John Paul chasing Bruno. John Paul chased him out of there while Goliath takes Dennis Upton and drops that big leg right down on him. I think this is all over right now, Dave. There's 2 counts and a 3 count. So the match came to a conclusion much as we thought it would, unfortunately for Dennis Upton, as Goliath really tore him up. He went to work on him. One thing, yeah, you got the win.
Hey, that microphone, Lance Russell. Hey, people. How many of you people saw the way I dominated that wrestling match? How many of you people saw just what kind of professional athlete, just what kind of professional wrestler?
Press to wrestle today.
10,000 comedians out of work, you're trying to be Cosby. Well, hey, sit down, Jay Leno, huh? Let me tell you people something. That was just an example of how downtown Bruno can wrestle in a square circle. That was just an example of what kind of championship caliber, top-ranked, professional wrestler, money man I am. And I want to tell something to that broad who thinks she's something. This don't come overnight, baby. This don't come one day out of the crowd here. This comes, baby. 7 years, hard work, hard knocks. You get to be downtown Bruno. Pull that sleeve and show these people. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Downtown Bruno. That's what it's all about, brother. And you and your buddy with the polar bears. Yeah. That's right, baby. Oh, yeah.
Boy, there he goes, downtown Bruno from Fort Duquesne in Pittsburgh. They end up winning the match, and what was the time?
Time on it was 2:06.
2:06. We got more action. Going to be back to it in just a moment. Wednesday night, Evansville Coliseum, goodness gracious, 6 outstanding matches to kick off this good new year, and by golly, it's going to be a dandy, too. Jonathan Boyd opens up against Pat Tanaka. An I Quit match. That's where it keeps going until one of the contestants, Tarzan Goto or Paul Diamond, says, I quit. Calls it quit right there in front of everybody. Then we're going to be looking at a loser wears the panty match. Yeah, Tracy Smothers, boy Tony, whoever loses it's going to have to model some panties. It'll be done at intermission right then and there in the Evansville Coliseum. Now, there's a special challenge match in there that's going to have Soul Train Jones making his first appearance right here in Evansville, going against Goliath with downtown Bruno over in the corner. We ask Bruno about this match coming up
Oh, yeah, baby. We got so tired of beating up on Soul Train Jones up in Pittsburgh, and now we're going to do it down here. He's going to be suffering, baby.
That's one side of the story. The other side of the story goes something like this. Let's introduce Soul Train Jones.
The Soul Train is coming. And guess who's going to be riding with me? Goliath. Got him to drop him off for a long, long, long fall.
Yeah, not only that, we've got a tag match that's going to be a dandy. This will be a double referee match. It'll have the Rock and Roll RPM going against Jeff Jarrett and Billy Travis. Now, one of the stipulations you're going to see later on from the RPM is the fact that they get to appoint one of the referees. Who did they pick? Downtown Bruno. Let's listen to his impartial words.
The reason the RPMs picked me to be a referee is because I'm fair and impartial and experienced. Talk about Billy Travis, Jeff Jarrett. 1, 2, 3. RPMs. 1, 2, 3.
And in the final event, Brothers World War III, starting right off when Tommy Wildfire Rich and Jerry the King Lawler get into it. We'll be talking a little bit more about that later on. Okay, well, I guess we ought to get it going. Keith Eric says he has been waiting on this one. I don't know what he's been waiting on. I don't think I'd like to catch Jerry Lawler in the kind of mood that he's in these days.
No, he might have should have waited on this one a little bit longer.
Yeah, boy, you know, like about another year or 10. Referee Jerry Calhoun telling Keith to get back. Pardon me.
Yeah, Keith in here loaded with confidence. He's going to need it. He's going to need more confidence to win this match. Let's face it. He's going against the King. The King is not in a very good mood.
Well, here it is, Keith. You got it. You asked for it. Mm-hmm.
All right, he said he got one victory over him anyway. I remember
that's
that.
what he said, yeah.
I think I remember that. That was a disqualification. It happened some time ago, and I think what happened is that somebody jumped in the ring, if I recall. That was a long time ago. I don't know. You can't count it right in the middle of the ring, though, and that's what Eric's facing right now. Jerry Lawler right in the middle of the ring. The King in the headlock. Boy, Eric's talking a good game, isn't he?
Boy, he sure is. He slipped into that quick side headlock right off the bat. Got Lawler with it. Jerry got a couple of options, and that's one. Woo! He didn't get loose, and you know why? Hair full of hair.
Yes,
You
sir.
bet.
He had it. Look, Eric. Yep, a handful of hair, but he's going to have to give that hold up. He did quickly, and he's right back on the headlock. Keith Eric thinks he can beat the King here today. That's what he's been telling us, been telling the crowd. So far, he has used the side headlock and hair pulling. But that has just ended. Lawler has him down. Count is 2 and 3. And that's it. A minute, 19 seconds. Jerry Lawler takes it from Keith Eric, as Keith Eric has now got to be wondering, what did I do wrong? And the answer
That's what he's been waiting all year for.
That's what he said.
The Lawler, the winner, in an impressive fashion. I hear that music in the background. Give you an opportunity to meet a fella that we've heard a lot about. We've seen him, as a matter of fact, but he has not been in this area. He'll be coming in right now. We're talking about Soul Train Jones.
There it is.
Soul Train Jones. Soul Train, come on over here, partner. It's a delight to have you here on Championship Wrestling. I just told the folks that your reputation has preceded you, and we have not had the pleasure of having you here before, but we are delighted now.
It's beautiful being here with Championship Wrestling. Championship Wrestling is second to none. It's #1. But I came here, the main reason, I want to wish everyone here in the area a Happy New Year's, for one thing. And I hope you had a very Merry Christmas.
I love that colorful outfit with the hat and the vest and the tights and all of that. It symbolizes America, and here's a guy who is looking at that body. You're an all-American man, no question about that.
Yeah, the all-American thing is hard work, what we have to get at. We hard work, and I work hard. And every people all through the area works hard. I know people here work hard. So I came here for the main reason to stop this little downtown Bruno.
Yeah, you've had some experience with Bruno before, haven't you, Soul Train?
Up north, I had a lot of trouble with Bruno, but I ended it. He's on the end of a power driver. They carried Bruno on a stretcher, and he left. Now Bruno came down south down here, and he got 3 other freaks with him. Okay, he got one they call Big Bubba. And they got another freak they call Goliath. And they got the 3rd freak. He's going, part of him is going north, part of him going south. I don't know what he is, Vance. I mean, is he a Herm? A Herm people is a half him and a half her.
You got to be talking about Boy Tony.
Right. His name is Boy Tony. They should spell his name B-O-Y-T-O-I. Tony. I'm going to change him back if I ever get my hands on him to a man, what he should be.
Let me bring up an interesting fact, Soul Train. You are from Pittsburgh. Now, downtown Bruno makes this big deal about being Fort Duquesne and how tough he is and how tough everybody was. As a matter of fact, I got to be honest with you, he's kind of giving Pittsburgh a bad name.
Okay, he gave Pittsburgh a bad name. That's why I ran him out of Pittsburgh. And now he's coming down to this area, giving it a bad name. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to run him on out. Okay?
You got Goliath in your eyesight.
Okay, Goliath. He's a big, vicious wrestler. I think he's 419 pounds.
Big.
Okay, he's big. Okay? By being big don't mean you're bad. Okay? I'm 247, and you see this.
Wow.
It's for real, okay? I'm going to take that 219 pounds from Goliath, which is fat, and cut it off of him. So he'll be weighing 200 pounds. Okay, I weigh 247, so we're even. So I'm going to take Goliath, and I'm going to put him on a Soul Train. I'm going to take him for a long ride off a short track.
Okay, Soul Train, we're going to be looking forward to seeing you in the future here, and we hope maybe you're very successful in the territory. Appreciate you stopping by to talk to us. Soul Train Jones. We're going to be seeing a lot of this guy.
I'll be there, and I love all of you, because I'm right.
Okay, good one, Soul Train. We're going to take time out. We're going to be back in just a few minutes. Coliseum, 6 matches, outstanding card, headlined by a Jerry Lawler, Tommy Rich battle. Now, that's unusual. Let's hear what Tommy Rich had to say about this.
You got the shot. You got the shot at the world heavyweight champion. You know, but to me, you're no more of a champion than Joe, whatever his name, walking down the road. You know, Tommy Rich, I beat Harley Race. And you're going to tell everybody your story, I'm sure. But to me, you're just a big, clumsy klutz. Lawler, on any given day, I can beat you. Like I said, I beat Harley Race for the world heavyweight champion. And not to do nothing but to prove one point. You know, you and myself, we wrestled a lot together. But I've always had the visitor's home field. Well, I'm coming to get you, Lawler, but it's going to be my home field advantage.
Wednesday night, Evansville Coliseum, brother, you have got to see Wildfire and the King get it on. Well, that should give you an idea. Okay, friends, right behind me here, what we have to put up with on some of these days on Championship Wrestling. Downtown Bruno.
These people are so ignorant out here, especially the women think they're so good looking. They wish there was woman enough to have me. If they just had a little shot at downtown Bruno, they'd be happy the rest of their life, baby. But now then, there's all kind of stuff to talk about. There's all kind of action. I want to bring up my good friend, Boy Tony, right now, because we got some things to discuss. Come on out, beautiful. That's it. Now there's somebody good looking, baby. Oh, you wish you could have me. Come on.
What a charmer.
Beautiful. This man right here is sick and tired of being sick and tired of being humiliated by that pencil neck, steroid-free geek, Tracy Smothers. Let me talk to you about it. Tracy Smothers thinks it's funny to tear off this man's clothes, humiliate him, make a fool out of him, try to make a public mockery of him in the arenas and auditoriums throughout the country. Well, he ain't gonna do it no more. I'm gonna tell you something. I am tired of Tracy Smothers trying to make him look bad. So, from now on, it's Tracy Smothers' turn to look bad, brother.
You got a little match coming up here.
Show the people, boy, Tony. Tracy Smothers, who thinks he's all man, who thinks he's so macho because he got hair on his chest, hair on his legs, hair on his face, hair on his other leg, everything else. He thinks he's so tough. Well, I'm going to tell you something. He ain't going to be so tough when we put these little blue panties on him and he got to parade around the ring with him. That's why he thinks he's so bad. But he ain't going to run in and out with them.
Coming up with all this ranting and raving going on.
What do you think to make fun of boy Tony? This is the most beautiful man in professional wrestling.
Tracy Smothers' boy Tony will be going. The loser will end up wearing the garment that boy Tony was showing off and modeling it during the intermission following that. Yeah, it could be boy Tony. He will.
No. It's going to be you, boy. You better get ready because you're going to be looking like a fool in a square circle, Jack. That's right. No.
Looks like you need a meal, Bruno. Go somewhere and eat. Here we go. Let's go to the ring.
So we got an 8-man tag match coming up here. And on one side of the ring, it is Tony Burton, Jonathan Boyd, Tojo Yamamoto, and Boy Tony going against Billy Travis, Tracy Smothers, Paul Diamond, and Jeff Jarrett. 8-man tag team match. Good luck to the referee there, Jerry Calhoun. Boy, you order in this one.
You have got every kind of bad blood situation going in here, Dave. If you just look, Jeff Jarrett, Tojo Yamamoto, Tracy Smothers, Boy Tony, and the Ninja. Paul Diamond hates Tojo. Jonathan Boyd just hates anybody who is alive, I think. So you've got the makings of one wild situation coming up.
I'll tell you something, Lance Russell. Over here on our side of the ring, over here on my side of the ring, you got more talent standing here than you've got at all of Tennessee and all of the South. You've got Hollywood Tony Burton, who used to be the Ninja, who's just so good looking and so tough and so built and so bad in that square circle. He's a 4-man tag team on his own. You got Boy Tony, the most beautiful man in professional wrestling, the most talented man in professional wrestling. You got Tojo Yamamoto, the most devious man in professional wrestling, the wisest man in professional wrestling, the greatest martial arts expert in professional wrestling. And you got Maniac, the Warlord, Jonathan Boyd. Boy, is he good looking too. And I'm going to tell you something. These people call him a bald-headed geek. Well, he's not a geek, and he might be bald-headed, but that's by choice. That's not an echo, brother. And look at him in there. He's fired up. He's bad. He's glad. He's mad. He ain't no fad. And in fact, these are beautiful too, Lance Russell. That's the way it be sometimes, brother. Go ahead. I know you're just dying to say something, so go on ahead, because I'm going to go watch the match. Just like any other spectator, because you know I don't interfere.
Promises.
Right.
It goes forever, doesn't it?
We don't have to worry about thinking about something to say, Dave. That's for a fact. With Bruno around, he won't let anybody talk.
Well, his assessment of the talent on his side of the ring is his own. He does have some good talent over here on this side of the ring, but look on that other side over there, too. Look at Paul Diamond. He snapped Tony Burton down to the match, down as 1. 1-2 count is all he gets out of it. Paul Diamond joined by Jeff Jarrett, Tracy Smothers, Billy Travis. Never seen any of them back up from anybody. Tracy Smothers drops down. Smothers, off the ropes. Tony Burton slams in. Jonathan Boyd put a knee in Tracy's back as he was over near that corner. Look at Tracy. One of the great drop kicks you'll ever see. Tracy's tall and got great extension on the drop kick. He uses it well. The vicious Jonathan Boyd. He hits the mat. Put there by Tracy Smothers. Boyd reaching for the tag. He gets it on Tony Burton. Boyd now steps outside. Tony Burton goes to work on Tracy Smothers. Oh, down to the mat goes Tracy. Billy Travis reaching for the tag. But Tracy doesn't get it. He goes right to work on Tony Burton. And now here comes Boy Tony. Tracy runs her heads together, picks up Boy Tony over to the corner, makes the tag, and here is Billy Travis. Double upper arm by Tracy and Billy Travis. Tracy steps outside. Billy Travis with the body slam on Boy Tony. That is one, and that's a 2 count. It stops. Boy Tony staggers over the corner, and the tag on the Imperial One, Tojo Yamamoto. Big chop from Tojo. Tojo makes the tag. Tony Burton back in. Burton slammed into the top turnbuckle. Look out, everybody in the ring. You got 8 of them in there. There goes Boy Tony out on the floor. Tracy Smothers slamming him into the chair.
What's going on here?
Everybody going at it.
Oh, referee, do something about this. What's going on here?
Referee counting on both teams here. Could be a double, could be stopped by the referee. Double disqualification. Stopping the match. All right, the referee, they're fighting on the floor. They're all in the ring. The referee couldn't get it back to 1 against 1. Oh, look out. The referee has stopped the match. But the action continues. Tracy Smothers going after Boy Tony. Tony grabs his purse, and he and Bruno head out of here. Jonathan Boyd and Tojo not far behind. So the match is stopped by the referee due to disorganization, I guess you could call it. They're down here on the floor. They're all in the ring. They're still battling over there. Tracy Smothers and Paul Diamond got Tony Burton cornered, and they popped him a time or two before he got out of here.
You
wild action.
Figured that's exactly what it was going to be, with the combinations of bad tempers that were set up among those guys in there. We're going to take time out. Be back in just a moment. Southern Tag Champions, who before too long in their future will be an AWA Southern Tag defense against Jeff Jarrett, Billy Travis, with 2 referees involved in the situation.
2 referees again. You know, everybody out here, they cheer Billy Travis and Jeff Jarrett. We thought 2 referees were going to be real good for us, you know, because they could keep an eye on this Jarrett and Travis, because all they are is world-class cheaters. Lance Russell. I hear you. You know, so we said, okay, 2 referees, that's fine. And who do they bring out but Billy Travis's best friend, Frank Morrell? And all he wants to do is he sees Billy pinned, and he wants to pull us up and knock us around. What can you say about that, Tommy?
But, you know, you come up here and you expect to get a little justice. You got 2 guys that all they want to do is pull your hair, gouge your eyes, and cheat. You know, maybe we come to the wrong area. You know, maybe we shouldn't be here. I don't know.
Well, I think there may be some folks who might agree with you. Now, that's just an observation that I'm making in there.
Well, you know, so this time they want 2 referees.
2 referees, that's correct.
Well, there's only one thing that we asked, Lance Russell. Last time they had their little pal out there, Frank Morrell. So this time, we wanted to choose a referee on our side too, you know.
Sure.
They have a referee, we want a referee. All we want is somebody to come in, and if our shoulders are down, they'll count 1, 2, 3. But if Travis and Jarrett's shoulders are down, he'll count 1, 2, 3 too, and there won't be any of this wishy-washy stuff like with Frank Morrell.
What you would like is a third man on your team.
No, that's not what I'm saying. All I want is somebody that can be fair, somebody that'll count. And that's exactly what we've done. We've gone out and we've got us a referee that'll be fair. A referee that'll count 1, 2, 3 if the shoulders are down. Somebody that knows the rule book front to back, cover to cover, inside and out. And we're going to bring him out right now.
Somebody that's going to be honest. Nobody would complain about that.
Nobody, no opinion.
Well,
right here. Right here.
Oh, no.
Right here.
Come on.
Right here's the
Bruno.
That's right. Yeah, baby. That's right, bro. Lance Russell, I bet you there's something you don't know, brother. I bet you there's something you don't know. The first time I met the Rock and Roll RPMs, I refereed their match in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at the Convention Center on Fort Duquesne Boulevard, brother.
Oh, really?
On 10th Street. It's at Fort Duquesne and 10th Street. And they were in a tag team match in Pittsburgh, and I was the referee, and naturally they won, of course. Okay, but let me tell you something. Hey. Now, I don't have a personal interest in this match. I'm not making any money off of it. I'm not getting any green in my pocket off it, you know, because there ain't no green at all about me. I'm going to say that. But let me say this, brother. Let me say this. These guys are personal friends of mine.
That's exactly the point I was making.
Wait. I didn't mean that. These guys are on the same side I am in professional wrestling. They're on the same side of the rule book.
We want you to do one thing for us. If our shoulders are down, we want you to count. 1, 2, that's it. 3.
Okay, I will faster than that.
No. Hey, I count the same way Frank Morrell counts when Travis and Jarrett are dying, okay? And there's something that you probably don't know. Hey, these two South Africans can just wait their turn. There's something that you probably don't know. Page 31 of the Championship Wrestling Association Rulebook, paragraph 2, Article B states that in no way can a professional wrestler touch an official for any reason under threat of suspension, fine, jail, everything else, hanging by the gallows. A referee can't touch a wrestler, and a wrestler cannot touch a referee, see? And that's not that. I ain't gonna touch nobody, brother, because I'm fair and impartial. I got a lot of refereeing experience, and these two guys, if you guys cheat, I'm gonna let you know, and I might disqualify you. But if they cheat, it's the same thing. To be fair, and when their shoulders are down, count them, will you?
Oh, boy, there's nothing I like is a whole trio of fair and impartial guys.
Now, go take these guys.
Yeah, please go take these guys. I've heard all of Bruno.
Turn these guys inside out and make white men out.
Yes, I'm certainly okay. Oh, boy.
Tag team match coming up here. Jerry Garman, Benny Traylor, both out of Mississippi at 423 pounds total weight, facing the Rock and Roll RPMs. Mike Davis and Tommy Lane, they're out of Atlanta, Georgia, at a total weight of 454. Starting, it looks like it's going to be Jerry Garman for his team, and Mike Davis for the Rock and Roll RPMs.
You better go read up some rules. If you're going to...
One source, they all look alike.
Okay, Bruno.
You know, I was going to tell the Rock and Roll RPM to give his guy a fat lip, but God took care of that. I was going to have him give him a black eye, but Mother Nature took care of that.
All right, Bruno, we don't need any more of that.
We're going to try to starve the man to death, so we're going to hide his food stamps underneath his work boots.
Yeah,
but that would be too cruel. But
never mind.
They're going to get these boys fat heads, and they're going to put some serious hurting on them. And that's all I got to say, because the Rock and Roll RPMs are going to win. You may as well just ring the bell now, baby.
Fine. Well, if you don't mind, we'll wait till the match is over. Garmin and Traylor are a good team. They are outweighed in this particular match by the Rock and Roll RPM, but Benny and Jerry both good, hard wrestlers in there. Not that they will be the favorites, because they're against the AWA Southern Tag Champ. Big, high suplex, and Jerry goes banging down off the mat. Mike Davis tags Tommy Lane. Referee is Jerry Calhoun. And Garmin and Traylor, right from the outset, have been in some trouble. They're not strangers to trouble, though. They know how to deal with it. They're fighting their way back right now. Jerry takes a shot from Mike Davis, who had taken the tag from Tommy Lane. Big knee puts him down. Davis trying to get the referee distracted over by Benny Traylor. Parting shot taken by Mike Davis as Tommy Lane goes for the eyes.
Boy, Benny Traylor in trouble right now. He needs to get to that corner.
These are the same two guys who were just standing out here talking about they wanted a referee who knew the rules and all. Why would they care about the rules? They're going to break every one of them that there is to be broken.
Jerry Garman, no better faith than his partner. Tommy Lane really jumping up and down on him. Now it takes him over to the corner. They've made a tag. They double team on the exchange, and Mike Davis stays in there against Jerry Garman.
Garman fires a right back, but Davis stays right on top of him. Roughs the ears of Benny Traylor trying to get his breath back on the outside of the ring as he had a rough go as both of them were on him pretty good from the opening second. Jerry, as Dave said, uh-oh, backbreaker. They double team. This could be it right here, David. Yeah, boy, that's a 1, 2, 3. And that is exactly what it takes to win a match. How about our time, Dave?
Time was 2 minutes, 39 seconds. It was rock and roll RPMs controlling the tempo of the match all the way. Jerry Garman and Benny Traylor giving it a good go, but they just didn't have enough to stay in there with rock and roll RPMs. The time on it again, 2 minutes, 39 seconds.
Okay, here comes Jeff Jarrett, Billy Travis. Heading out here. Good to see you guys. I guess you just saw the conversation with the Rock and Roll RPM and their stipulations. They got to appoint one of the referees, and they want downtown Bruno.
That's right, Lance. I've been watching this wrestling program my whole life, and I've never seen as many lies told out here in one interview that I saw just a few seconds ago.
They get out here, talk about rules and regulations and impartial referee and all, then they get in there with Garman and Traylor and just break every rule in the book.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Lance. And I got something to say to you, Bruno. You get out, you come out here reciting the rule book, saying you know the rules, saying you're going to count 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
If I see any of that, Bruno, I'm going to knock your head clean back down to downtown Pittsburgh.
You got to watch him. You know that, Billy.
You know, Lance, every week for the past 3 weeks, we've been coming out here, and we don't have the belts. And Jeff doesn't like coming out here without the belts, and I don't like coming out here without the belts. It's more than just prestige. It's money out of our pockets. And let me tell you something, Rock and Roll RPMs. I don't care who's refereeing. The next time we meet, we're taking our belts back, brother. Believe me.
Okay, well, good luck to you guys, and that's going to be a whale of a match when you get in there, but be careful of downtown Bruno. Timeout. Be back in a moment. Okay, back into the big action here. And speaking of big action, can I tell you how big it is? Wednesday night, 6 matches, capped off by, listen to this, Wildfire Tommy Rich, Jerry the King Lawler. Now, here are a couple of guys who've been around. They beat everybody there is to beat, been wrestling as partners and all, and they're going to be against each other Wednesday in Evansville. Jerry, it's kind of an unusual situation with you and Tommy Rich going against each other.
Well, Lance, it's not really that unusual. If you think about it, when two people have a difference of opinion, the best way to settle it is just to get them together head to head, man, and let them go at it, and then the better man wins. And that's exactly what we have here is a little bit of a difference of opinion, because you see, Tommy Rich thinks that he should be the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship, and I happen to know that I'm the #1 contender. So what we're going to do, we're going to get in the ring, and it's going to be put up or shut up time for both of us, as a matter of fact, because I'm out here saying that I'm the #1 man, and he's saying he's the #1 man, and what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to prove to ourselves and to everybody out there who that #1 man is. Now, a lot of people come up to me, Lance, and say, you know, just like, isn't Tommy Rich your friend, or aren't you guys all friends on the outside of the ring? Well, let me say this. When it comes to friendship, or when it comes to winning matches or losing matches, this is the way I make my living. This is the way I put food on my table, brother. You can throw friendship out the window, and that goes for Tommy Rich. Because you see, down in Memphis, Tennessee, when I was going against the great Kabuki to see who was going to get a chance to wrestle Nick Bockwinkel, Tommy Rich cost me that match. He got up on the ring after, Lance, I might add, that I had already come out and helped him in a situation against Big Bubba.
Jerry.
Then Tommy Rich comes out and tries to cost me a match with Kabuki. Well, as far as I'm concerned, brother, he's no friend of mine. Tommy Rich, the way I look at you right now you're standing as a roadblock between me and Nick Bockwinkel, who's going to be coming right into Evansville to defend that World Heavyweight Championship. And I want it. Everybody in Evansville knows how long and how hard I fought to get a title shot. Tommy Rich, I'm going to walk right over you Wednesday night if I have to, brother.
No, stand by for that one. Just coming in one side of a six-man tag match, and boy, the rugged number of years of experience.
And on the other side of the ring, Memphis Vice. There's Jerry Bryant, Lou Winston, and Pat Tanaka as they stepped up onto the ring apron. Six-man tag team match goes to the expiration of time. Jerry Calhoun's the referee. On the other side of the ring, we've got Don Bass, Larry Wright, and Buddy Wayne. And as Lance mentioned, many years collectively of wrestling experience on this side of the ring over here. Don Bass, cigar in his mouth. They'll have to get rid of that. And the warm-up jacket's coming off. Referee trying to get everything all sorted out here to get underway. I hope we have better results with this one than we had with the eight-man match earlier. That one degenerated into a brawl, and finally the referee just stopped the whole thing. Here we go. We're going to start it off with Jerry Bryant against Buddy Wayne. Buddy Wayne, rugged veteran. Jerry Bryant, no rookie himself. He's been around. This has the makings of a very, very good match. Tag made on Big Larry Wright. You may remember Larry Wright from Fire, Flame, and Torch. When they were unmasked, Torch turned out to be Larry Wright. He's in there right now. 300 pounds worth. He tags another 300-pounder, and Don Bass. There's Don Bass out of Arkansas. The total weight on the Memphis Vice Pat Tanaka team is 678 pounds. Total weight on the other side of the ring is 855 pounds. Did you see what Bryant did?
Man, I mean, he crotched him, snatched him straight up in the air. Good move. He got his body under it and drove it up. He actually picked that Bass straight up in the air and bounced him down. Now, here's the biggest member of that team, Dave.
Big Lou Winston. Big Lou and Jerry Bryant, both out of Memphis. Pat Tanaka out of Hawaii. Lou Winston. We thought about some hair pulling there, but then thought better of it. Oops. Did he pull the hair? Well, I couldn't see from this angle over here. Tag made. Don Bass complaining. He says he had his hair pulled. He may have in that particular case. Lou Winston with a shoulder butt. Buddy Wayne hits the mat. Back up on his feet. Lou Winston takes it back down to the mat. Shoulders were down. Count got to 2. Buddy Wayne got the right shoulder up at the 2 count. Lou didn't really have him in a pin position, but doesn't matter. Shoulders are down. The referee is obliged to start the count. That's what he did. Now, there's some hair pulling. Buddy Wayne had a handful. Yanked Lou Winston to the mat. Referee saw that head snap back. He's questioning Buddy Wayne, who, of course, denies he pulled hair. There's hair pulling again by Buddy Wayne. Buddy Wayne makes the tag. Don Bass back in. And so the smallest man is now back out on the apron. Smallest at 255, Buddy Wayne. Don Bass, hey, the Memphis Vice got him over in their corner. Pat Tanaka steps in. First official appearance in the match for Pat Tanaka. Tanaka. Oh, in with a chop as Don Bass came out of the corner. Time becoming a factor here. We got about 3 minutes left in the time limit. Time will expire in 3 minutes, and when time expires, the match, of course, is over. Larry Wright. Listen to the crowd. Go, Pat, go. They want a pin. They don't want to go to the time limit here. They want Tanaka to get a pin on this big 300-pounder. Pat tried to press him down to the mat. Oh, he slams him down. Tanaka facing Larry Wright. We got about 3 minutes left now. In the time limit. We recheck the clock, and that's what it shows. Buddy Wayne steps through the ropes after the tag. Larry Wright will be stepping out, and Buddy Wayne against Matt Tanaka, the Hawaiian. It's Big Buddy Wayne. Tanaka over to the corner, gets the tag. Lou Winston coming in. Buddy Wayne, clothesline, down on the mat, shoulders down, counts at 1, and Don Bass got in there. Put a foot on the top of the head of Lou Winston. That stopped the count at 1. Lou might have been able to hold him down for a 3 count had not Bass interfered. We'll never know. Upper arm by Larry Wright. Time really getting short here. As the battle continues, Larry Wright, Lou Winston. Don Bass, double forearm in the back of Lou Winston. Boy, he really hammered him. Lou battling back, though. He's over to the corner, tags his regular tag team partner, Jerry Bryant. Memphis Vice making the exchange. Don Bass into the rope. Good drop kick by Jerry Bryant. Don Bass on the mat. Count is at 1, but he broke out of it at the 1 count. Larry Wright was on the way to help him out if he had been needed.
You know, Dave, observation. Looking at Larry Wright at times in there with the bald head and all, he looks something like Jonathan Boyd.
I was thinking the same thing.
He really
yeah,
will.
Right.
He confuse you.
Yeah, he's bigger than Boyd, but yeah, he looks a bit like him. There's a body slam. Jerry Bryant on the mat. Larry Wright drops down with the lower leg. Upper arm. Larry Wright. Time just about gone here. Don Bass in. Right fist to the midsection. Oh, a knee lift, and he really popped him with it. Time has expired. Jerry Bryant with the shoulders of Don Bass down, but the time is up. The bell has sounded. And we got to take a break. We'll be back in just a moment.
Well,
I tell you what, maybe a good thing the time ran out on that. Although Jerry Bryant is going to be unhappy because it looked like maybe he had a pin there right at the end, but
that's true.
Never know.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's a lot of times. I know that I've made the comment. They're going in there. Oh, the referee's not looking. The referee's not looking. The referee kind of gets over there 1-2, and the guy kicks out of the thing. You say, boy, if the referee had been there, he'd have counted him out. That is not necessarily true. Your tendency is to say that, but it's not necessarily true because the guy is waiting. He's in no danger till the referee take the rest and that kind of thing. And that could be the situation with Jerry in there today that they didn't. What did we do today?
Well, we had an opening match today with Goliath and downtown Bruno. Bruno was an official participant in the match. However, he did not come out attired in his wrestling attire. He was in his street clothes, and he never did get into the ring and apparently never intended to. Goliath did get the victory, though, over Dennis Upton and John Paul in 2 minutes, 6 seconds. Jerry Lawler, the king, he put up with Keith Eric for a few minutes, or for a minute, and then 19 seconds.
I've been waiting all year for this.
This is my match. Well, Lawler beat him then when he took control of the match. A minute 19 the time on that one. Then it was an 8-man tag team match. Boy, this one was really going. Boyd, Tony Burton, Jonathan Boyd, and Tojo on one side. Paul Diamond, Tracy Smothers, Jeff Jarrett, and Billy Travis Travis on the other. Well, that one ended up partially on the floor. Everybody else was in the ring, nobody out on the apron where the rest of them should have been. Finally, the referee said, I got to stop this whole thing. It's out of control. So that match was stopped.
I'm kind of glad he did. We might have had an unveiling if it had kept going. Tracy Smothers going after Boy Tony the way he was.
You're right, just in time there. And then it was Rock and Roll RPMs. They came out here claiming they obey all the rules. Well, they didn't obey many of them, but they did win the match as they defeated Jerry Garman and Benny Traylor in 2.5 minutes. And then the six-man match we were just talking about, Don Bass, Buddy Wayne, and Larry Wright on one side of the ring. On the other was the Memphis Vice, Big Lou Winston, and Jerry Bryan, and their partner, Pat Tanaka. That one went to a draw as the time expired after 6 minutes, 47 seconds. One thing I think you got to say today, we had some kind of action.
Boy, we really did. Had some excellent matches on the front end. We knew with that 6-man, the 8-man, we had the makings of. But there were some other matches in there that gave us plenty of it. And by golly, it was an interesting day of action. We hope maybe you'll be with us next week. For Dave Brown, Lance Russell saying bye-bye, everybody.